Can't fucking talk, bro. I wasn't made for this. Introducing 5 minty fresh ways not to get cancelled. Method 1. Do not make positive claims. See, if you make positive claims ever, you can be criticized or you need evidence, all that nonsense. However, if you just dunk on other people, you don't need that. Just make 5,000 videos about how stupid conservatives and liberals are and enjoy it. Now, the second method is do not get popular. If you do not get popular, you can't get cancelled. Really makes you think, right? Of course, the downfall to this is it kind of dooms you to be broke forever or sell your soul to Amazon or insert company name. But I'm sure you will be able to survive on love and air. The third method is become completely apathetic. If you don't feel anything, you don't feel anything. You can't feel hurt or affected or rustled if you don't feel anything. Of course, you'll also never be happy again, but I think happiness is overrated anyway. I mean, who needs happiness if you can listen to Tatsuro Yamashita? Easy choice, right? If you want to learn how to be completely apathetic and constantly dissociating, stuff like that, just buy my book 5 Easy Steps How to Become a Schizoid. So, the fourth way, or was that the fourth way? Who cares? Another way to not get cancelled is tell people to stop. But this method or this way isn't actually approved by me. It doesn't have the minty fresh stamp of approval. Because people aren't going to fucking stop. And there's 2 reasons for that. One, there are a lot of people who are disenfranchised. I just lost my earring. Oh wow. There are a lot of people who are disenfranchised or feel powerless. And doing this kind of thing is a way to feel in control and to exert power over someone else. The second reason is we take sadistic pleasure out of dunking on people. I'm no exception to that. We're all pieces of shit. Okay? That's just how it is. You will get death threats. You will be ridiculed. That's just how it be. When there's conversations about the parasocial relationship between creator and their viewers or consumers, there's usually a focus on kind of the consumer point of view, not really the creator point of view. And I feel like for creators, especially creators that had a period or phase where they're pretty much universally loved and celebrated, they do become quite dependent on affirmation through the audience as well. And while I have no experience with being successful with anything, really, I do have experience with living in an abusive household. And that reminded me of that. You see, if you live with an unstable parent, you never know when they will freak out. You never know when they will lash out. They can lash out over the most benign thing, and they can remain completely calm when you feel like you really fucked up. And this is ultimately what really grinds you to ashes in such an environment. Because you never know. You lose all sense of self-worth. And you also lose all sense of direction. Or what you can do and what you can't do. And another reason why it reminded me of that kind of relationship is because as a child or a minor, you are reliant on your parent to give you affirmation and warmth, parent stuff. You are reliant on them, but they do not give that to you. So, in a relationship like that, what's the way to approach that? The only way is to not be reliant on them. That's all you can do. It's very important you find some kind of self-worth without shutting out everything else. Because the thing is, the people who feel most affected by this are people who do listen to others or take other people into account. Because otherwise they wouldn't fucking care. Right? Of course, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I have like one subscriber who's going to cancel me. Except maybe Article 17 legislation, but that's a different topic. And I think a lot of people who watch creators or just kind of follow someone, whatever, they do kind of lose the perspective of what happens to them in such situations. Because you, as an individual viewer, you might leave one comment, or maybe two, or something. I would guess most people aren't so obsessive that they leave like 500 comments by themselves. So you feel like, well, I just posted one comment, or I even criticized them fairly. But the thing is, the creator isn't experiencing that. They get like 5 million comments. It's just a barrage of what other people think about you. And the thing is, in the 80s, when two fuckboys had a bit of a discourse, you know what they did? They published newspaper articles about one another. And with social media, nothing takes time anymore. It's kind of weird to me, to be honest, because I always thought I have pretty poor impulse control. Or maybe that's just 5,000 people who also have that, who do that. And that's also a possibility, of course. In conclusion, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but if I learned one thing on the internet about men, is that they always need to give you their opinion. They always need to say something, right? Okay, bye.